Hey everyone, it's Hippie here at Hippie's Common Sense Corner with my first video upload called Doctor Appointments. Let me take a minute or two and explain to you why I chose this topic as my first upload out of my 3 or 4 other choices. One, because this topic is probably the biggest reasons why I decided to start this channel. And 2, because of this topic, give you a better idea of what I'm trying to do with this, what my channel is about, and what I'm trying to prove with this channel. And the third reason is I'm really not liking what I'm seeing these days. And I don't want to be rude or disrespectful or hurtful to people, but I want to wake up a lot of us consumers, because we are not only allowing, but we are also encouraging these multi-million-dollar corporations and billion-dollar corporations to rob us. And what I mean by saying that is, you go to one of them big stores and you buy something, and it gets screwed up or broken or whatever, and they fight you. They'll take it back, but they don't want to give you your money back. And I'll tell you what, we'll start with this. It happened about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I was on my way home from getting into some kind of trouble, I'm sure of, and I stopped at a store. And I'm not going to say the name of the store because I don't think I have to. I have a feeling most of you viewers out there will know what store I'm talking about. And if it's the owner, and the owners I'm sure can figure it out too, or owners of another store that maybe has the same policies. And I don't want to say the name because I don't want them to be throwing their legal teams at me, and I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings or insult anybody of the viewers. But when it comes to the owners, if you don't like what I'm saying and you're saying, "Oh, that ain't nice what he's saying," all I can say to you is tough. All you have to do is change your policies. But other than that, let's go to what happened about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I was on my way back home and I stopped at this store. And I bought this item that I've been looking for about 3 years now, by that time. And I went into the store for something else, and something told me just go to see if it was there. And of course it was. And I'm telling you, I was excited because, like I said, I've been looking for it for a long time. I was like a 6-year-old on Christmas Day. Well, I go and check out. It's only like $20, $30, and the value isn't the point. It's what they did to me afterwards that pisses me off, and is the point. Is I check out, I go home, I open it up. Now I'm disappointed like a 6-year-old on Christmas Day because it's broken. So I go back, I take it, I open it up, it's broke. Wow, okay, I put it back in as nice as I could, and you're not going to get it packed it like they did, but I packed it as good as I could, so at least they knew I was respecting the broken piece or their item. And I go back to the store, I walk in, I check in at the courtesy desk line, and have you noticed that those lines are getting bigger and bigger than what they were like when we were kids? There's a reason for that, and you'll hear about it. You'll figure it out by the end of this video, I would think. So I wait in line. All of a sudden, it's my turn. I go up. I lay the item with the receipt, and she goes, "May I ask what's wrong?" I said, "Yeah, I'd like to return it." She goes, "Oh, okay, go back and get another one." I said, "I don't want to exchange it. I want to return. I want my money back." She goes, "Well, we have a sign here that says we no longer give refunds. We give in-store credit." What? You look at my receipt and it says I was there at, I checked out at this time. And it was like 40, 50 minutes ago. Because the store is literally 5 blocks away from me. You can walk it in 15 minutes. But it was raining that day. So I took my truck. She goes, well, that's our policy. Well, I argued with her for about, 30, 40 minutes. And against my better judgment, I took the in-store credit. And I left. Well, I went in back and bought socks or batteries or something else I probably really didn't need. Now today, as I'm thinking, I should have bought a couple dozen eggs and went back and egged the damn store. But that's another episode. So we, I go home. A day or two later, I'm down in my garage working on my pickup when a friend of mine from down the road walked in my garage. He lived about half a block away. And I could tell he was mad about something. I said, hey, what's up? He goes, Hippie, you would never believe it. Not in a million years. I said, well, give me a try. And he told me. And what it was he's going through the same thing I was going through with the store. But they wouldn't even give him an in-store credit because there was something wrong with the receipt. And I told him, I said, well, give the Better Business Bureau a call. And he goes, I would, but he goes, I just don't have the time right now because the guy worked 2 jobs. I said, okay, yeah. I said, well, leave it here. Tell me the story. Leave me the item here, the receipt. I said, I'll make the call for you because I'm semi-retired now anyways. And he said, yeah, okay. Well, the next day, I called the Better Business Bureau, and to my amazement, somebody actually answered. And I started telling them, and they said, oh, no. You either have to send us a letter or an email. We don't take calls over the phone anymore. I'm like, well, what the hell? Of course they only want emails because then they can work at their own pace. And they can work from home. People don't even want to work anymore. They just want to work from home or whatever. But, well, anyways, I knew that was a dead end, so I get off the phone. I call a lawyer friend of mine. I've known him for many years. And I told him the story, and he said, well, yeah, they have that sign. That sign has them covered. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I still have the item. I'm still trying to straighten this out for him. And hopefully the show this channel stays up for a while. And if I get it solved, I'll let you, I'll make a video of it. But I know there's a lot of you people that are smart. You're sitting there wondering, what does this have to do with doctor's appointments? Well, I'll tell you the truth quite a bit. And in order for me to answer this, we have to go back to December of 2009. I was hauling cars. I was driving semi. I was hauling cars, a portable parking lot. And I got home one Friday afternoon, which was a rarity back then. I got home about between 3 and 4, I think. And I was about 7:30. I was sitting on my couch watching TV, and boy, did I get a chest pain. So I asked I was so scared of the chest pain, I wouldn't even drive myself to the hospital. I asked a neighbor to do it, and the neighbor did. The neighbor dropped me off. I go in, I get tested. They run all these tests, and they said, we don't see nothing wrong at this point, but we do want to think you need a heart cath. Only problem is we got to keep you over the weekend because we can't do it till Monday. Well, I'm here, and I know the heart is something not to mess with. I said, I'm here, I'm off this weekend. I'm not going back out on the road till Thursday. And if I need more time off, I have the vacation. So I said, let's do it. Well, Monday morning, they take me and they give me the heart cath. I come back, everything's fine. All of a sudden I stroke out. I can't talk. I can't, I can't move my left side. My left side took a hell of a beating. So they go and get the doctor. The doctor comes in, sends me down to an MRI for an MRI, CAT scan, all that crap. Well, what they found out is that was actually my second stroke. They said I had a previous stroke, and they said from what the damage looked like, it was from about a year ago, which was about August of '08. And yeah, I know I still smoke, but that's another episode coming up in the next week or two. You what? Trust me on that one. So, they find out all this, and then the doctor says, comes in and tells me, you need a brain cath. We can't do it at this hospital. We'll send you to another one. I said, well, call me a cab. And they said, no. You're going by ambulance. I said, okay, whatever. I go there. Nothing. There was, nothing frightening. But they kept me till Wednesday. They told me, on Wednesday morning, they told me I could leave anytime today. I called my brother Donald, and Donald said, yeah, I'll come and get you, but you gotta wait till after work. Well, he didn't get over to me till like 7:30, 8 o'clock, I believe. He takes me home. Everything's fine. I can't walk normal. I'm on a cane or crutches or something. I could barely walk. But he gets me into my apartment. He takes off. That night went good. The next day went good. Hell, the next day I even got into a fight with one of my neighbors, a big fist fight. So I was feeling great. Well, Thursday evening, I'm at my house, and some people stopped by. We're watching TV. All of a sudden, I couldn't move my left side again. I'm like, this just doesn't seem right. Well, and everybody thought I was joking. And I'm like, no. Well, then all of a sudden I couldn't move either side. So they called an ambulance. They take me back to the first hospital. Of course, they admitted me. And I didn't get movement back till like 10 a.m. Friday. Because this was on Thursday night when I went in. And I was on a walker and all that. But the point of the story is, from 2009 till now, I've been seeing a lot of doctors, not just for strokes. I've been seeing a lot of doctors for a lot of different things. I've been in a lot of car wrecks, motorcycle wrecks. When I was younger, I was a roofer. I fell off a couple of roofs. I fell off my car hauler. I've broken every bone in my body at least once. The only one that has not been broken yet was my neck, But I'm sure I'll get to it eventually, or somebody will do it for me. But otherwise, I'm pretty much in a halfway decent health, but I still have to do all these follow-ups. Today is Monday, so last Wednesday, the 14th, I went to see one of my doctors. I go in, I check in, he calls me back. And I tell him about my YouTube channel. He's going, yeah, that's cool. And I told him about what my first upload was going to be about. And about how they can hold us responsible. Somebody should be making them accountable. And I told him, I said, I got the idea for this first upload from you, but it's not about you, because he's pretty good about doing this. So, and then I told him, he goes, oh yeah, no, hey, I'm with you on that. If we hold you responsible, somebody should be holding us accountable. I said, oh, okay. I said, because I just want to make sure he didn't think I was accusing him. He goes, no, go ahead. And what it is not only this doctor, but a lot of doctors' offices I go to, they have a sign by the reception area that says, to show respect to other patients, we reserve the right, if you're more than 10, 15, whatever minutes late, we can reschedule you. Which seems fair to me, because I'm no hypocrite, and I really try to live my life not being a hypocrite, even though we all, like a lot of you, but I'm sure we're all a hypocrite a time or two, or we wouldn't get mad over stupid crap. But what I'm trying to say here, I guess, is if my appointment's at 10:30, I try to be there by 10:15, 10:20. Okay, and I check in, and I don't expect to be called in right at 10:30, but I would like to be called in at least on the same decade. Well, so you walk in, you check in, you see that sign, you fill out your paperwork, do your copay, whatever, you sit down. Well, 10:30 comes, it goes 10:45, 11 o'clock. Well, then you notice a sign that says if you've been waiting more than 30 minutes from your appointment time, let us know. So I walk up to the window and I say, hey, she goes, yeah, can I help you? I said, yeah, my appointment was at 10:30. It's 5 to 11 or 5 after 11, whatever. Oh, yeah, have a seat, I'll let somebody know. But she's looking at you like you're bothering the hell out of her, or you're trying to sell her classified secrets or cocaine or heroin or something. So you go and sit down. Half hour later, 30, 40 minutes later, you're still not called in. And you don't dare go back because you're afraid she's going to shoot you or call the National Guard or somebody. But they finally call you in at 12:30. And you're like, oh, hell, I'm almost out of here. Then you go back into the exam room. And you're there for like another half hour, 45 minutes, hour, 2 hours, whatever. And this is what I told the doctor. And he actually, like I said, agreed with me. If they can reserve the right to reschedule us, we should be able to hold them accountable. So what I think is if we have, from the time of your appointment, if the doctor has not released you, I'd say give them an hour and a half because they might want to do a test or something, some test, whatever. That's fine. But if you've been there for longer than an hour and a half, you should get your copay back. Like my copay is $20. I should be able to get that back. And I know some people's copays are 50 cents, $1, $5, 50, whatever. You should get your copay back. And if you're lucky enough to have one of those other insurances where you don't have a copay, you should at least be able to get the lowest the $20 copay back. You can reserve the right to reschedule us. Well, we should be able to be right to say, hey, give us a $20 payback. I know I went off the rails here a little bit, but if you agree with me, disagree, leave a comment down below, or go into the description and click on my link, or go to one of my other addresses and leave a comment there. If you have a suggestion, leave this of a topic you want me to cover, please go ahead, leave it there. And I'm sure I'm going to get threats and people telling me to kill myself or whatever. Well, I'm just trying to give people a place to come and vent, and because if I go in and bitch, sometimes I can make a difference, but that's just at that particular place. Well, maybe if like the doctor that gave me that hard time that one time, if I go in there and call them out on it and give them the same suggestion I just said here, they'll say, wow, is he cracked? But all of a sudden, an hour later, another patient comes and says the same thing, or 2 hours later, the next day, well, maybe it'll sink in enough that maybe a doctor's at a convention and another doctor say, hey, my patients are saying this. Well, yeah, mine did too. Well, maybe we should be doing something. Who the fuck knows? But yeah, feel free to leave a comment below, suggestions, and if you do leave a suggestion I don't get to it right away, do not panic. I'm looking forward to look at all the comments and suggestions, and I will get to them. But pay close attention, because as this channel hopefully will grow, I might get 2 or 3 suggestions that are close or similar, and I might lump it into one upload. And before we go, I'd like to thank a friend of mine who made this upload possible, and it's Big Black Cat Club and Bar Crowd Control and Bouncing. If you own a bar and you have bouncers and they're not doing it right, you need them to be training, or you're going to open up a bar and you're like, oh, I'm going to need bouncers, but I don't know what to look for in bouncers, give Big Black Cat Club and Bar Crowd Control and Bouncing a call. They will give you the bouncers you need. They'll come in and train your bouncers, and it doesn't even have to be a club. Say you're renting a hall for a memorial and you need somebody to work the door or do crowd control, they'll come to you. Anywhere in the lower 48, for a little bit more of a charge, they'll come to you, but that'll go towards, be taken off of your bill. Give them a call at 414-430-6774, or go to my email or my Gmail and leave your request there and phone number, because he has access to that, because we are partners. I actually sold him this business. I started it in the early 90s, and I sold it to him in like 98, and then he shut it down for a while. Now he's starting up again, and he's asking me to help him get it going. So he's a really good guy, honest, fair, and a lot of the prices he quotes are even negotiable to an extent. So give him a call at Big Black Cat Club and Bar Crowd Control and Bouncing. And again, for now I'm starting with 1 upload a week, which should be on Mondays. If I can't do it on Monday, it'll be Thursday. And starting next week, I will have the subscribe hooked up. So please, when that happens, hit that subscribe button. Right now I'm doing 1 a week. If I get to 10,000 likes, so slam that, to just keep pounding the hell out of that. And then I might go 2 a week. 1 on Monday, 1 on Thursday. And if I can get to 25,000 likes, I'll make, as this channel grows, I may go 2 or 3 each day. Plus, I'm hoping to go live, so you can ask your questions and we can answer them right away. I'm also hoping to start interviewing people, and I'm even looking for a co-host. And of course, I'm always looking for sponsors. So in another month or so, I should have a web page up for this channel, and so will Big Black Cat. Again, have a good week. Be good to each other. Walk through life with your chin up. Hopefully see you next week.